somebody is doing some type of Zumba, or somebody is doing some type of belly dance or dancing, and they're like losing weight. So some of you guys, you're gonna be finding like some type of alternative method where, like, let's say for instance you're trying to lose weight, for a perfect example, right? Because I'm just getting where somebody's like dancing, right? But I'm also getting where it's like you're gonna find an alternative method. Instead of losing weight or gaining weight by doing this or doing that, it's gonna be coming from a different source. So that's just for some of you guys. Somebody's dancing or moving around more, they're getting out more, could be seeing more. I don't know why I'm getting somebody's exploring their senses or their touches and things like that. So you guys may be trying to find the smell of something. Like, this is like somebody, like, you know, you're using your nose and you're like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what type of smell that I like. So maybe perfume. So somebody may be perfume shopping or cologne shopping, or, you know, kind of finding what you like and what you don't like. Okay, some of y'all just even talk about, you know, you could be eating something and you don't like the texture of it. Maybe the texture of it is different, or you may do like something because of the texture. I was just thinking about earlier, don't get on your girl, y'all, but I was just saying to myself earlier, I was like, I actually like mandarin oranges in a can more than I like the actual mandarin orange. Like, I eat all mandarin oranges. Ain't no mandarin orange. I just said oranges and it made me think of like Sims. I'm hearing EA Sports to the game. Some of y'all, you may be playing games or something, or you may be playing the Sims that is specific. Okay, I'm getting that origin where you gotta like type in. Some of y'all, you may be getting an account or something like this. Somebody's getting some type of account. It could be a bank account. It could just be like an account. So yeah, somebody's getting their own account. But to get back on the reading, y'all, you know how your girl is. Messages be coming and coming and coming. Okay, so take the messages as they come and as they resonate, loves. Okay, so that's what's playing out for some of y'all. All right, but yeah, you're gonna be finding a different alternative where, like, maybe something was harder this way, but you're still getting the results that you want this way, you know. So just take resonate, leave a dozen. For some of you, there can even be people seeing that where maybe you didn't get something one way but you got it another way, right? It don't have to be anything with just what I said. This could just be in general for some of you guys, where people are like, oh, okay, I went through this program, this is how I got into here. You ain't going to this program, you did this and you did that, and then you got into here. So it's almost like you are getting to some type of destination, even if the way or the route that you were going doesn't align with what other people may view for you. Like, this is like people seeing something working out for you, but because you didn't go this route, maybe it was kind of speculations with this workout. Maybe this was kind of doubts because this hasn't been done before, right? That's the energy. It's almost like, okay, collective didn't take this route, but they did take this way, and they ended up here. So it makes me think of TV show from. Some of y'all may be watching a TV show from, or you may just be watching action, maybe horror TV shows for some of y'all. Not for everyone, but that's just what's coming up. Y'all may be watching From, or you may be watching something where the actors from it's like in some of the things that you're watching. Okay, so take a resonate, leave a dozen. Okay, some of y'all, I'm seeing that you're gonna get either a humidifier, or you're like opening up your windows, like you're opening up your blinds. The sun is out, you know, you letting the sun in. For some of y'all, you may be letting the sun get on your skin. Some of y'all are gonna be outside or going outside where the sun is going to be on you. It's could be like the perfect day for some of y'all. So something's going to end up being the perfect day to you, where it's like maybe nothing happened that day, but it was still a great day. You know, the sun was out, the energy was good. You know, you went here, you did that. You could have had you something that you wanted to have, as far as like maybe you wanted to eat something, you had that, and it was a good day. So it's almost like you're going to have a good day. I'm also getting Good Days by SZA. Isn't there a song by SZA called Good Days? So some of y'all go listen to that. That may resonate with y'all. I don't know why that song just came up, but it's up. Some of y'all may be listening to SZA. Some of y'all, I'm hearing you're up. Okay, I might even just said that. I was like, up. So yeah, some of y'all, you are up. Where like people are like, okay, collective is up. Like some of y'all, this could be literally you getting up. Where like maybe there was a situation where you could have been not even down and out, you know, because ain't no such thing over here. It could just been a situation where you was like trying to figure things out. Which direction should you take? And maybe situation was kind of keeping you in stalemate a little bit. But now people are like, okay, collective is up, they're back on their grind. This could even be something that maybe people see that you could have fell off on, they perceive you to have fell off on. Now it's like, okay, collective is back, like they up now, they doing this, they doing that, da-da-da. Like some of y'all, there's like you back on schedule, or you back in your groove. Maybe you kind of lost passion for something for some of y'all, or maybe you kind of just, you didn't have the energy to do something. Maybe there's things that you could have had to get done, but you ain't had the energy. But you're like, you know what, I'm back, here I am. So there's definitely something like this here where it's almost like people feel like you guys can reboot it. I don't know, I'm getting like somebody's rebooting a computer or something like that. So Somebody may even be getting a computer, or it's like maybe something is old and it's going to be back working or something. I don't know, something like that. Maybe something's going to have to be like rebooted up. Maybe something's going to be crashing and you kind of got to like, some of y'all, there's something crashing. You may have to do like a hard cleanse or something. I'm getting like some type of device or computer or something digital where it's like maybe it's messing up. You got to do a hard reset. Now, I'm not saying you just go reset your stuff, you know, do that on your own will. But for somebody out there, usually it ain't even that you gotta get this. Can even be something where you're like, okay, it don't work no more. It actually still works. It's gonna need a little bit of, you know, a little bit of juice, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to kind of reboot it up. And some of y'all don't have to be just digital products. It could just be where something actually still works. Like this could be something you about to throw it away, you about to toss it out, it's no good. Whole time you probably needed batteries and ain't realized, you know what I'm saying? That's for a small few of you guys where maybe something needs batteries. But others of y'all, there's something where like it still works, it's just gonna need a little bit of juice. But you in your mind like, no, this not gonna work at all, we gotta throw it away, or I'm about to throw it out. So just kind of go back and re-look. That's going for the ones where that's going to resonate. You got a computer, or you know, there's something that's probably kind of expensive and you kind of just want to throw it out because it's like, okay, it doesn't work anymore. It actually still works. So just take it and leave it doesn't, okay? So I'm getting red lipstick. So I'm even putting on red lipstick, or you're gonna be wearing like a bold color. Even if for my masculines, it's gonna be like a very bold color with the clothes or something like this here. It's gonna make you really stand out. It's gonna make you guys really pop. Somebody's drinking a water, like somebody's really on a water intake. Some of y'all, you may even be making like homemade stuff. I don't know why I'm getting people that be putting stuff in their ice cubes, and like they be making homemade what's some things like seltzers or sparkling things. So some of y'all, you may be making things homemade or something like this here. I don't know why I'm getting somebody could be trying or eating some type of healthy, it's like that, you know, that date Snicker bar that people be eating. I see it sometimes. I'm getting that where somebody may be making something, and maybe this is somebody that's trying this. So some of y'all, maybe something like this is playing out. Like for instance, for an example, I'm not a vegetarian, you know, but I have tried vegetarian things that I was shocked. I was like, wow, you made this? I can't believe I actually like this. It's vegetables in here that I probably wouldn't eat, you know. So for some of there's something like this here, or maybe something that's quite not what somebody's used to, but they love it. Some of y'all, this could be with the food, where maybe somebody eats this and they usually don't like these type of things, but the way you made it or created it, they like it. They don't even have to be within just food. This could just be with something where it's like, okay, I usually don't like this color on me, or I usually don't like this or like this way, but the way you did it is actually, I'm actually feeling it. Actually, like this can even be somebody's hairstyle where it's like, okay, I usually don't like my hair like this. This is something new for me, but it actually really eats. Like you know, so it's almost like you guys are something that's not necessarily usual for other people. It works for you because it's like they end up actually enjoying it, or actually end up loving it. So that's something that's playing out for some of you guys. So, you know, take your saying, leave what does in here, okay? Some of y'all here, you do have a situation with a person where I don't know why, but this is one of them situations where it's like somebody knows what the issue is, but they're trying to manipulate the situation even though they know what the issue is, okay? You and somebody definitely either have, there's some type of love or romantic type of situation that you have had with a person, or currently do have with a person. With the devil card here, this is somebody that definitely wants to have you wrapped around their finger. This is somebody that's obsessed with you. Somebody wanted to make you obsessed with them. Like this is almost like somebody like wanting your attention or wanting your interest or something like this here. But then like they, you know them what is them things that people be saying, like, you pursued me, you could have left me alone. That's what I'm getting here. So there's definitely something like this here where like somebody was trying to kind of get you obsessed with them. Like this could have been somebody that could have been pursuing you, but then in the end they were trying to kind of get you to be obsessed with them, or made it seem as if you were like this or you were like that, you know, like, oh, you know. So that's something here that's playing out for somebody. Somebody definitely trying to manipulate something here. But there's something here where the person is almost trying to take away their part or they're doing in a situation, okay, and making it kind of put on you. So let's say this person did pursue you, right? They're making it seem as if you were like obsessed with them even though that they pursued you, okay? Some of y'all, this is a situation here, and not, well, before we get to this other situation, in general, this is somebody that's afraid of you moving on. Like somebody does not show that they're afraid of you moving on, but deep down inside they are. Like, or if you have moved on already, they're afraid that the idea of it is not necessarily true for them, because they don't know if they can really believe it. Something in their mind's like, no, they haven't moved on. But you guys have really kind of moved on for some of y'all. But they may still in their mind like, no, they didn't move on. So that's something here. This can also be where maybe you and somebody have more there. Like maybe you and somebody could have been doing everything up under the sun, right? Like you and somebody could have been booed up, this and this and that. But then they try to make it seem as if y'all ain't have that, like, oh, you know, was not looking for this. Or it's almost like something like that has happened. It's not for everyone. But there's something here where somebody's trying to downplay the relationships that you and this person have shared, or y'all do share, okay? It's like, we were booed up, we were doing this, we were doing that, but now it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then for some of this is somebody that could have possibly pursued you guys, and now they kind of like, you know, it's like somebody trying to make it seem like you're the problem, when really in reality, they're the problem. So I don't know, that's just take resonate, leave it doesn't. So that's what's going on for some of you guys. This is something that's playing out for somebody, okay? Moving on here. Now, somebody is admiring you, but they're pretending like they don't admire you to other people. It's like they admire you. Like, okay, and this could be within work for some of you guys. There's something where here somebody loves your character. They love your attitude. They love how you show up. But this is somebody where they just love your personality. Like, okay, this is a cool person. I don't know why I'm getting like in the movies where like, you know in the movies where somebody be like, they'll meet a person in a movie and they're like, oh my god, they're so cool, they're this, they're that, da 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 da, and then people be looking at them and stuff and they're like, okay, they're not that cool. You know, it's like something like this here, okay? So there's like something like this playing out for some of you guys, but like somebody actually really admires you here. But the Knight of Cups in reverse, like, you know, this is given, and this could be favoritism for some of you guys, where like people are like, okay, this person claim like they don't think collective, like they're not more cool with collective, or they claim it's not this, is not that, but truly it is. Like somebody admires you, they are really cool with you, and they really like your personality, and they take a liking to you more than other people, but they try to pretend to other people that that's not the case. That's what's basically going on here. And for some of y'all, this is not necessarily some of y'all, this could be romantic, but for some of y'all, this is just somebody where they think that you're really cool, and they may, you know, be doing stuff for you because somebody does do something for you, or they do show up for you in some type of way, where it's almost like they may go out of their way for you, or they will be willing to do this or do that for you. And this could just be within work, with like, let's say somebody give you extra hours on a shift because you've been wanting extra hours, but when other people ask, it's like they take their time with it. But when it's you asking, they kind of do it because they think that you're cool, they enjoy your personality, and they're like, okay, this person's cool, it's like my buddy or something like that. So other people are like, okay, like I said, but they be trying to play it like it's not that. So some of y'all people feel like that's something going on where you have a person that's doing this for you, and they're like, okay, you keep saying that it's this and it's that, but really reality is that. Now for some of this very much can be a situation where somebody's like trying to cause this illusion within this connection. Let's say you and somebody do have some type of connection where like there's you and this person may like each other. They're trying to play this illusion to other people like, no, it's not this, it's not that, but the way this person shows up in their action, it doesn't show that, okay? So that's what's going on here, collective. So take responsibility, but doesn't. But you do have somebody think that you're very cool, they love your personality, and they just, other people are like, okay, that you clearly want to be their friend, or you clearly this, you're clearly that, because you ain't doing, you giving them extra hours. When we ask for extra hours, we gotta wait. But because that's your buddy, you know, it could be something like that. Or, you know, this could be a situation where maybe somebody do like you, and people are like, okay, you keep saying that you don't like them, but you be doing this, you be doing that, but then when it comes to us, it's like, or it's like it shows with somebody's actions general, okay? So that may be something that people are talking about and discussing for some of y'all, all right? Somebody's trying to get information out of you because you're making moves in silence. Like maybe you're not telling somebody something, where it's almost like somebody keep finding out things. Like maybe you even talk to the person. For some of y'all, you know, that could be very much the case. It's almost a situation where it's like somebody feel like they don't be knowing about certain stuff, where it's almost like, okay, and they're trying to get information. It's like coming to the horse's mouth, okay? Like, okay, let me ask collective directly because they're not telling me. So there may be something like this that's playing out where like you've been making moves in silence. you know, you've been kind of keeping things to yourself, or maybe you just been, you know, just been focused or busy. It could even just be that, but basically you just kind of been seeming like you're kind of being distant. It don't have to be like you're physically distant. Maybe you're just not expressing as much. Maybe you're not sharing as much. Maybe people are finding out things once things are already kind of done, or they're in the making of being done. They're kind of finding it out late, and they're like, okay, what's going on here? Somebody's trying to get information out of you, so they're asking. So if somebody's asking you a bunch of questions directly, or they're just asking you a lot of things, they're asking a lot of things because they're trying to figure out what's going on. You know, you're not expressing certain stuff. It don't have to be, it's not nothing negative, collective. Sorry, y'all, my niece is playing with the dollhouse, y'all. Sorry, y'all, my niece in the back, so excuse that. But yeah, that's what's basically going on here for some of you guys, where that's a situation that's playing out for some of y'all, okay? Somebody definitely is like trying to find out what's going on, possibly being in your business, you know, or, you know. Now for some of y'all here, this could be somebody that's trying to get your guards to be let down, and because you're not letting your guards down, they can kind of be sad about that for some of you guys. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you are planning. See, that's the problem. They see you doing stuff. So like I said, there's something where like you're not mentioning it, but even though you're not mentioning it, people are like seeing it. So maybe you ain't mention this to a person, or you just didn't tell them this or tell them that for whatever reason, right? It don't even have to be a reason, you know, you just did it, clearly, collective. But they're like, okay, when did collective start getting into that? Or when did collective start doing this? They didn't tell me they're about to do this or get into this program, or they was about to start doing this. They didn't tell me they was going there or hanging out or doing that. It's almost like somebody's like, okay, now they're asking you questions where it's like, and these could be questions where you would have to kind of respond in a way of giving them information, you know, like, oh, what type of cake that you eat today? Now you got to give this person information what type of cake you ate. You ate strawberry cake, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, okay, now I know you had strawberry cake. So it's almost like somebody's asking you questions in a way that actually where you have to answer with your information or whatever that is, right? Now, for some of y'all, be mindful. Maybe this is just a side message. Be mindful here for some of y'all, where there may be something where somebody's going to be asking for some type of information. Let's say, oh, well, what's your social security card? You know, and that's not going to be for everyone, but for the ones where this resonate with, there may be something like that where it's like somebody going to be asking for this, and it's like, okay, you asking for very sensitive information. What you need that for? So that's what I'm getting here. So that's for a small few of you guys where, be mindful, you know, make sure something is legit, you know, I don't know, you know, make sure, because something may be asking you for information that they don't need, okay? That's just for some of y'all, all right? But this is what's playing out for you, collective. This is what's going on here, okay? Until next time, bye.